the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. From inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins offense will get the football first. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled.
Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes. But one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David. So what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Finds the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Cox. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Snagged in the middle, it's Cox. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback keeper gets it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely complete.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Bruins will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops the throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Oh, what a move to get open. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so explosive, it can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try to sneak it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. Are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCF has the lead right now, but this Knights crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 4 over Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows in a slant, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to keep the offense out there on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So an 82-yard drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll run play action. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They'll start the third quarter with the run. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Knight. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that.
Time to take a shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet.